because I want to clean up because Destiny will be here. She'll be here. She'll be here. So I'm gonna keep cleaning. But I do have something to say. Of course I have something. I always have something to say. You know, if I didn't have a tennis racket and this was available, I could probably play with this, or this would work playing ping pong. You know, I could probably play ping pong pretty good with this. It's not bad. Like the size of it, racquetball. It's about the same size as like a racquetball racket. I think it would work. For racquetball, maybe I don't know. Ping pong definitely. You know, when I was a kid, like in the '70s, it was the U.S. team against China. As I remember, I think there was like. Maybe guys that were in NASA, or they were definitely military dudes, right? And they were great. All our guys practiced. They might have gotten beaten by the Chinese team, but man, they were awesome. So I got something to say, and it is sort of important. And it has to look at my clothes out there hanging on the porch. Tell me that is not trashy looking. It is. I need to get a dryer. Or at least put the clothesline in the back of the house. This looks like Mom and Paul Kettle's house. But I have something to say, and you know, the amount of flack that I've gotten about like working with Destiny, it's minuscule. I got much more crap about Katya for some reason, and there have been some people that are clearly act like they're being kicked in the head by a mule. Now, somebody recently was like, doing a at Leon Lush kind of thing. Like, Leon's supposed to get involved and do some kind of video because Peter's hanging around with, you know, an attractive woman that's an adult, you know? He's hanging around with a woman that's over 21 and she's attractive. He doesn't give a shit. What? Oh, like that's news? What the fuck? Who cares? Are you really kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't help that, like, I'm making videos with attractive women. What am I supposed to do? And listen, to put it out as like I'm an ageist or something is bullshit. I will say this, that somebody that's younger can just drop everything and sort of like go with it. Like Katya was just out of college. She had nothing going on. It was easy for her to just sort of like come here. Destiny too, man. You try and do something with like Christy here. She's in her 40s. She's all set in her ways and can't make video and shit. I'm telling you, that's just how it is. I can't help it that the people that I've worked with the last 2 times are young and attractive. That isn't fucking news. And it isn't fucking news that I'm hanging around with an attractive woman. Who gives a shit? You really, the Leon Lush fan that's like, at Leon Lush, you really think Leon would care? Leon doesn't give a shit. He's normal. He gets it. If there was something to talk about, he'd probably talk about it. That's not news. I'm sorry. That's not news, me making stuff with an adult. The person's over 21. Well, what's the news? Who cares? I mean, really, who cares? I have a whole history of dating people my own age, and I'm not going to really go into like what my personal life is with people that I'm making videos with anyway. So to say that like, oh, that's like that's not even true. I'm not always hanging around with women that are a lot younger than me. That's not true. It might be true in the last year. I want to make video. I want to make stuff for Sundance, okay? There's parts that I need a younger person to play. That's one. That's one reason. I need a person that can play the age range of 20 and below and 20 and above, going up to like maybe mid-30s. So I need somebody that can do that. A woman that's 49 cannot do that. We're submitting something to Sundance. I can't explain this to you. A lot of you all just don't get it. There's nothing insidious about me being friends with somebody that's an adult. Leon doesn't, had communications with Leon. He's normal. You can see he's normal by watching his damn videos. What's he going to talk about? Oh, yeah, he's doing videos again with another young, attractive woman. What? What is the problem with you all? Seriously, 99% of the people don't really give a shit. You know what they're interested in? Yeah, can Peter make entertaining product with this person? And the answer is yes, because we've already made product and she's moving here and we're going to be making a lot more. Now, you can go around all you want and think whatever you want to think. I don't really care. That happened before. You can think whatever. But I'm going to tell you flat out, my personal life is my personal life. And what I choose to tell you, that's what I choose to tell you. Like the whole business of what happened to her? Well, none of your business. It didn't work out. Don't you think that it didn't work out? So why are you asking? She's not here, right? She's not here, so it didn't work out. It's nonsense. I see this nonsense. It was the biggest nonsense I've ever seen. It's like at Leon Lush, like Leon's an idiot, Like that's like you assume Leon's an idiot? You're a fan of his. Do you watch his videos? Do you think he's an idiot? Leon doesn't give a shit. He doesn't. If I make some stuff and there's something to talk about, yeah, maybe. Really, what would he say, you idiot? What would he say? Yeah, Peter's been making videos lately, and there's always an attractive woman in them, and they're always at least half his age, maybe more. That's not really that interesting, is it? That's not interesting. The content is what's interesting. Not the fact that, he lives with women that are attractive and younger. That's not interesting. It's not. There's a lot of cliche jokes you can make about it, but I don't have the red sports car in my goddamn driveway. If you want to say, yeah, Peter's getting a horse, which I am getting a horse. Yeah, he's having a midlife crisis, whatever. Yeah, he's getting a horse, he's having a midlife crisis. If I want to work with somebody, and they want to work with me, and it seems like it works, I'm going with it. I don't really care what age they are. Why would I care? Are you an adult? Oh, you are. You're over 21? Oh, okay. When can we start? Seriously, people are stupid. They're just so stupid. When I saw that at Leon Lush, I was like, that's pathetic. That's pathetic. He's got the same situation that I have. There's a lot of people watch his stuff that have childlike minds. Do you think Leon has a childlike mind? Clearly he doesn't. Do you hear the guy talk? Do you hear him talk? I watch his stuff. I wouldn't, if he wanted to do a video, it'd be fine with me. But I just don't really know that there's that much to talk about. Maybe he can find some kind of spin on it. I don't know, but that really shouldn't be anything that would be a topic. It's not. A topic for a video is content, and that's not like somebody's who they're working with. Even if I would, God, I can't say the word. I was gonna say I only worked with little people, okay? Would that be a topic for a video that somebody would make? No, not really. Well, maybe it would. It's not a bad idea, really. I have a friend, my friend Stevie passed away, so. No, we're not going to do that. That's exploitation. That's exploitation. I wouldn't do that. See, I'm not doing that. And I wouldn't work with a woman just because she was real attractive. That's exploitation. But a woman that is attractive and talented, bring it on. Can you act? Oh, you can act. Can you edit? You can edit. You know how to run a camera? You know how to run a camera. And you look like that. Okay, sign me up. Ridiculous. There's more BS. I had to remove something else that somebody spouted that was just pure venom. It was pure venom. Interesting enough, last night, somebody had texted me that I dated years ago and texted me a bunch of venomous stuff about what's transpired in my life the last 8 months. Now, this is somebody that I dated and I've kept in contact, and throughout the years, there's been times where I can't deal with her because it's more venom. I don't know, she gets in a mood and then starts using the phone and saying venomous shit. Well, this time I was like, I had enough. Then I go to my YouTube channel today. Somebody wrote on, something. It sounded a lot like the person that I said, I've had enough of your crap. If you can't respect me and you're talking about somebody that I'm friend, I don't need to have you in my life. I don't care if I've known you that long. There's been an ongoing thing with this person and substance abuse. So I'm like, clearly the person's drinking. I don't need this crap in my life. What do? They go to my YouTube channel and write something. 99% sure that's who it was. 99% sure. You got some kind of issues? Why? What happened? What happened? You saw who I'm working with and it bothered you? Why? Why? We don't even live in the same town. We dated years ago. Besides, I wouldn't have anything to do with anybody that had a substance abuse problem like that anyway, other than from a distance. Hell, 4 months ago I said, you need to quit drinking. They didn't, clearly. People are screwed up in the head. It's like people's imaginations go wild. And you might think that because you watch me on a video, you watch me live stream and everything, you know me. You don't know me. Some people that are in the stream know me better than you, for sure. I have sort of like I have relationships with some of these people outside of the stream. But most people don't really even know me. You think that you know me and you don't. You just suppose that you're right or something, or you're correct, and you just really don't know. There were rumors going. Some idiot that was in the stream that we kicked out of was going around starting rumors. Why Katya left, which was way off. Okay, it was way off. The timing wasn't even right. I'm not going to go into it, but there was an altercation in a Home Depot parking lot. It was weeks after she had gone. I protected myself. That's it. You start whatever rumors you want, but they're not true. It's just like shit just flies on the internet. It's all BS. There's so much BS. It's ridiculous. Look at this room. It's looking sweet, though, isn't it? It's weird not having paintings on the wall. I have nothing in here. I think I'm gonna leave it like this until Destiny shows up, and then I'll put some stuff on the walls over there. It's ridiculous. It is. At Leon Lush. Moron. A real moron. That's not newsworthy, okay? This isn't newsworthy. She looks like a pixie. That was my own thing. I think we can do some stuff with that, I'm thinking, cause she's, I don't wanna, we got some ideas going. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. At Leon Lush. He has to deal with the same shit that I deal with, except he has to deal with more idiots per capita. He's got millions of subs where I only have 180,000 or something. So he's got to deal with it way more often, probably to the point where he doesn't deal with it at all. I'm to the point where I still go back and check and see, is anybody writing anything shitty? I had to do that right when I started working with Katya. I had to wake up every morning and see if they were writing this crap about her that was just totally untrue. I didn't want her to see. It was just like, she doesn't need to see that. It was just horrible stuff. So I wake up every morning and check and see, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. I'll do the same thing with, somebody. It's not really happening with Destiny, though. There's been a couple comments that are just way off base. That my friend, supposed friend, she said something similar. And then the shit that she wrote this morning, and I'm pretty sure it was her, was pretty much about that. As if like, I can't tell writing style and venom. What are you upset about? What are you upset? Most people that are friends of mine don't really give a shit who I'm hanging around with. They don't. Why would they? I had friends when I was in my 20s that were in their 70s. Who cares? Who cares? What are you, a kid? You have a childlike mind. That's the way it is in the real world, okay? Like, it's different for adults. It is. It's different for adults. Nobody thinks a thing if, like, I'm hanging around with somebody that's 35 years younger. Do they? Maybe, some do. I've never heard the old, and what would your daughter like to eat? Well, waiter, why don't you ask her? And she's not my daughter, okay? Why? Because the pandemic was going on. But that just doesn't happen in the real world. It doesn't. You can be friends with whoever you freaking want. You can. This nonsense of like this ageist shit is bullshit. It is. It's bullshit. What does the other person bring to the table in the friendship? That's what you ought to be looking at. That's what you ought to be looking at. Are they decent? Are they a decent person? Are they empathetic? Are they charitable? Do they care? That's the stuff everybody should be looking at, not somebody's age. Oh, he's old. You can't be friends with him. I'll tell you what, on my channel, the majority of the people that watch my channel are between the ages of 17 and 35. Okay? So clearly there's a lot of people that don't really give a shit what my age is, and that's how it should be. And the days of like some kid calling me old man or something, I don't really see it too much anymore. Certainly the trolls are there, and they're children. They're just like, oh, he's old, he can't be cool or something. I don't give a shit what you think, kid. Okay? I don't care. I don't care. Nonsense. It's all nonsense. It is. It's all nonsense. At Leon Lush. Jesus Christ. Oh, you better get on this one, Leon. He's got another actress coming that's young. Yeah, he's living with her. Did you see her? Did you see her? She's smoking hot. She can't help the way she looks. What's the big deal? It's no big deal. It's not. And that doesn't affect me anyway. Listen, if I'm friends with a woman, this is true. It's usually about, like, do I get along with them intellectually? Right? Or just a guy. Do I get along with the guy intellectually? Well, I don't really care if it's a guy. Well, yeah, I do. I don't hang around with dummies, okay? That's a fact. I don't want to hang around with a dummy. Who wants to hang around with a dummy? You don't even have to be smart to be intellectual. You just need to think. I want to hang around with people that think, right? So you think one thought, and then maybe you mull it over and you try and look at it from a different perspective. That's the person that I would be friends with. Not the person that, like, thinks one thought, oh, it must be like this. It's got to be like this. You pigeonhole yourself into something, and you don't have to be smart to kind of recalibrate and maybe like, well, maybe it could be like this way too. That's the sign of an intellectual. An intellectual can be somebody that works on cars. Somebody that thinks. It doesn't have to be somebody that has a science degree. But more important, really, more important, welcome to baby Sasquatch level, whoever this is, milkman. More important, you really should be concerned about, is the person kind? Are they kind? Are they thoughtful? I just don't get it. Few boomer women have voiced their opinions, but some really don't give a shit. You know, they just like whatever. Who cares? It's an adult. Grow up. Jesus Christ. I love those things with Leon and his wife. They're great. She does like the great straight person, sort of like Sonny and Cher. Like how Cher would sort of like roll her eyes at Sonny. That's Leon's wife. She does that. Mrs. Lush is like the straight person, like kind of like, Leon, you're ridiculous. You know, that kind of crap. It's good stuff. I like it. I like that channel. I like that channel as much as I like the other channel, which is well, there's Lush Life. That's the one with his wife. It's a good channel. I like it. That's sort of I like them both. I do. I like them both. But there's something about having Leon play, you know, like do his shtick with somebody else in the room, even if it's Jake the Snake. You know, it is. That's one of the reasons why I want to work with Destiny. You know, it wasn't working with Katya. You know, it just wasn't working. I want to put out film. I want to make film. We're going to do Sundance. We're going to do Berlin. We're going to do all the film things. I need to be able to have dialogue with somebody and there be like a good rapport. Okay? I'm doing it, man. I'm doing this Sundance thing. I'm telling you, I got a script written. I got a script written, and the main part is a beautiful blind girl that's young. Starts out when she's young. We're going to have to get an actor, like a young kid to play the young, but then the other part, it's somebody that can play down and somebody that can play up. Destiny. That's Destiny. We can dress her down to look like she's a teen, and we can dress her up and make her look like she's 35 or early 30s, whatever. Or she could play a 21-year-old. I got plans, man. I got shit in my fucking head. I'm gonna make the fucking crap. Nobody's gonna fucking stop me. I got limited time on this planet. I'm not gonna be saddled to somebody that I can't work with, and just it's like beating a dead horse. I try, believe me. I'm a person that like, I'm tolerant. I'm a tolerant guy. I know it's hard to believe. You're watching me and go, really, Kane's tolerant? Yeah, I am. I'm actually tolerant. I'll take a lot of crap. And then finally I'm like, well, this isn't working because I've like, you know, it's too much crap. But I am. I'm tolerant. I know, it's hard to believe, isn't it? I gotta keep cleaning. I don't want Des showing up in it. This would be a total pigsty. It doesn't have to be perfectly clean. I'm not putting on airs. But I mean, you know, you don't really want. I don't want her coming in and being like a total pigsty. So I'm just gonna straighten up a little bit. I want to clean this room and clean this room, and then I'm sort of like, that's it. You know, it is what it is. And, you know, I'm going to keep cleaning and stuff while she's here because you got to have, you got to sort of keep up on stuff, you know. I'm not super clean, that's for sure. This place is an art studio. It's not, I mean, it's a house, certainly, but if one of us was working here on a painting, propped up against the refrigerator and paint got on the refrigerator or the floor, whatever, who cares? You know, it's about making product, whether it's video or it's painting. Mango, come here, brother. Kane, I'm right here. Or sculpture, or, you know, whatever it is, it's just art. It comes under the heading of art. So having this place where I don't have to worry about it, you know, it's nobody owns it. Well, I'll tell you something. That was an issue. That was an issue. Like working in studios, it was like I never planned on getting my fucking deposit back. How am I gonna? I'm putting up a show. There's always some kind of deadline. The last thing I'm going to worry about is polyurethane on the floor. You know, I'm not. I'm going to get the show done. That's my responsibility as an artist, to get the show done, get the show up, and make sure that it's not light. To be as generous as possible with the show. So this place works just fine. It's close enough to New York City too that I can just load up a box truck or a van, and that will be my plan for October. And that's it. All right, I'm done ranting and raving about the idiot that was, you know, at Leon Lush. Oh, Leon, you better get on that one. Like it's big news, you know. It's really big news. I don't know. I think a lot of people's lives are boring, so maybe it is news, but it's certainly not the biggest news. And how is that a shock? How is that a shock anyway? Like, I don't have kids. I can hang out with whoever I want. Like Katya, if I would have been hanging around with her, okay, everybody knows it was, you know. We were hanging out. If I would have had a 23-year-old kid or something, yeah, it might have been a problem, but I don't. I don't have a kid. So who gives a shit? If I had a kid, there'd be a consideration, you know? There's no kid. So I don't really see it as like I have to worry about, like, oh yeah, I don't want my daughter to, you know, I'm making a movie with her friend. You know, I'm making a video with her friend, and you know, it was my daughter's roommate. And, like, we just hit it off in the dorms, and next thing you know, she moved to Beaver Dams, and now we're putting stuff out for Sundance. I don't have to worry about that. That doesn't exist. Do you see what I'm saying? That would be a moral problem. That would be a moral problem, because I'd worry about what the kid thought. I don't have a kid, so I don't have to worry about what a kid thinks. Nobody should think anything about it. There's nothing to talk about. There isn't. There's nothing to talk about. But if you were like this mainstream idiot, say you're a mainstream idiot, right? Maybe there'd be something to talk about. I just always see most of the people, this is the truth, like most of the people that subscribe to me are intellectual, meaning maybe not all of them are the smartest, but they definitely think. Because if they didn't, why would they have discriminating taste enough to, like, subscribe to my channel? They would have to be a thinker, okay? Unless they were just really into Bigfoot. Then they might subscribe to my channel, because I have, you know, I have the only physical proof of Bigfoot, and we got some of that coming up for sure. I've been busy, man. I was busy, you know, there was like this whole deal, and then I wanted to get more done on the house. And like, I have the Bigfoot stuff, you know, all I gotta do is go pick it up, you know, get some ice, or get dry ice, and drive it down here and do a video. So that kind of stuff is coming up, but you know, I have other shit going on. You know, I had a dog here that went back, you know, that I was training. So, you know, Tracer went back. I had to do that too. You know, so we got another board and train coming in on like the 21st or 22nd, something like that, of June. It's a poodle, which is awesome. I love poodles. I'm pretty sure it's a standard poodle. I didn't even ask because a poodle's a poodle, but a standard poodle? Standard poodle can catch a frisbee for sure, and that's what he was asking about. But that doesn't mean that a tiny poodle couldn't catch a frisbee, but if you want to talk about an athletic dog, the standard poodle is real springy. They are. They're very athletic. They're amazing, man. I've told this story, man. I saw a standard poodle doing field trials years ago. Man, I have never seen a faster moving freak in my entire life. I'm talking this dog, you know, the guy would blow the whistle, the dog would stop and turn around and cast it right or cast it left or back cast it. Like, it was just like, it was totally into it. Blow the whistle, you know, it's hauling ass this way, just fly around and sit looking. Which way do I go? They're beautiful, absolutely. You know, you know, thinking about that dog, like, was just like, man, it was just such an impressive dog. And it was impressive because it was a poodle. And that's how a lot of these dogs are. They're all sort of the same. Like you talk about the Australian cattle dog. Man, they're all sort of the same in varying degrees. They're real close. I was commenting on that about Tracer. Like, he spent some serious money on Tracer. And then you look at like Katya's dog, which Toto, she spent about $350, I think. Very similar. Very similar. Now you could looks wise, maybe I don't even know. It'd be hard for me to start talking about AKC and what they're looking for with a cattle dog. Tracer was larger, that's for sure, than Toto. But I mean, personality-wise, very similar. Very, very similar. I've thought about getting a cattle dog, seriously. I also thought about getting a poodle. Before I got my dog Ike, I almost got a poodle. I was going to get a poodle, right? And I was going to train it to be a waterfowl dog. This is true. I was going to train it to do exactly what I trained Ike to do. And I got to feed Mango something. And I didn't. And for some reason, I started looking around at labs. And I was bummed out. I was bummed out because my Chesapeake Bay had passed. And I got on this like thread. And somebody was like, man, I'm really starting to hear about the dog passing. We'll get you a lab. We're going to find you a lab. And they start giving me numbers and like, we get you a good lab. And that's what I was looking for. I ended up getting Ike, who was, his father was the winningest Labrador in the history of the breed. So I got essentially a show dog. But because he was a show dog, all the show dogs like meet a certain personality type and the way that they look. He was a English stock lab, this real nice looking guy with a big head. So that they also function like a lab is supposed to function. I started working with Ike and I'm like, oh yeah, time to start duck hunting again. It seemed like a necessary thing to do. Like it was so clear that the dog wanted to do it. Or maybe I wanted to do it. I love that dog so much, man. I still think about him. He was like such a good friend. He kept me from drowning twice. I miss him. I do. I miss him. I got a lab out there. It's a friend of mine's lab. He's been here for a while. My friend's having some health issues, so he's Gus is here. Sometimes I look at him and I'm like, man, it just reminds me of little Ikey a lot. Little Ike was anything but little. Ike was about a 90-pounder. He was a large lab with a big head. But the thing about Ike was that he was just a big dummy. He was just a big idiot. Big, lovable idiot. Bucket, what the hell are you doing, man? Get off there. Buck, get off the sheet, man. Go. Brother, go. Come on, get. Love the crap out of that kid. It was awesome. He wasn't my kid, actually. Solar's my kid. He was just a dog. Where's my kid? There's my kid, Solar. I'll show you my kid. Hang on. Hang on, Mango. I'll make you something. Hang on. Solar too. Here, I'll show you my kid. It's different than a dog. You can't have a dog as a kid. You can have a pigeon as a kid. Solar, come here. Solar team! Come here. Come here, son. Now this is my kid, right? Dog can't be a kid because you can't help, like, birth it, right? Him, I held the egg. I held the egg. Remy sat on the egg, and I held the egg daily. I would take when Remy took her breaks. So this is my kid. This is Solar. This is my pigeon child, who likes to wrestle a lot. He's exactly like his dad. I taught him how to grapple. He'll take on a much bigger bird for sure. He's fearless, aren't you, Soul? This is my kid. See him? See, he's a ginger. You know, and his mom. It wasn't Remy's egg. It was a bird named Chip's egg. So he doesn't look like me and Remy. But me and Remy are his parents. Isn't that right? See? That's my son. Now, he is my son. I don't give a shit what you say. You know, I did more work than Leon Lush did with his kid. What did he do? Slept with Mrs. Lush? Like that? Like that would be work? Give me a break. See her? She's hot. That's not work, Leon. And you know, as soon as that kid was born, like, Leon's not changing diapers and shit. No way. Maybe he would. Yeah, I take that back. Leon would do that. He would do that. I bet Leon is a real good father, and I bet he's awesome to his wife. I'm just joking around about him not working. Because you know he works, because he sweats all the time. You ever see that guy sweat? Can you imagine poor Mrs. Lush? By the way, can you imagine, like, that guy, like, come on, baby, let's make love, and she's like, oh, Leon, you're sweaty. Well, yeah, I'm awake. Of course I'm sweaty. I bet he sweats when he sleeps, too. Which I do that, but that's because I have funky-ass dreams, and they come take me up to the interior of the sun, you know, tell me stuff. So I sweat when I have those dreams, because they're fucking weird. But that dude, he sweats sitting in a chair. You can't help it. He's a big dude. My father was a big dude. He'd sweat when he would eat. It's weird. My father, 6'1" or 6'2", something like that. I say it was 235. It's way over 235. I've got some. My grandmother was pretty small. So I guess I got that. My mother was not that short. She was 5'4", 5'5", something like that. My one brother's, I think they're both over 6 foot, I think. Maybe Michael's, he could be 5'11", maybe. But he's big too. They're both fat, I think. They're fat compared to me. But my BMI is 19.5, and it wasn't like that a few years back. But, I'm into this I'm into being in shape now, and I do want to fight. So I'm at my weight class. I'm 125. So it's more than likely going to happen. Be the oldest guy doing it, probably. Right. I bet my brothers sweat when they eat. They would have to. Definitely. They're open, each one of them. I said my little brother, I asked my dad before he croaked, I said, well, how big is John? When the last time you saw him, how big was he? He said, oh, he's at least 250, something like that. And I said to my dad, I said, well, how much are you weighing, Dad? He said, oh, about 235. He was a liar. My dad was closer to 3, at least. I'd hate to be that big. I don't know how you big people function like that. Seriously, sweating and whatever. Your poor wives. God. I bet Leon and his wife have a sponge beside the bed. You know, or a towel. Oh, Leon, towel off. Well, honey, we haven't even done it yet. Well, towel off anyway, because you're sweating. It's gross. So he towels off to get himself something like that. It's my fantasy about Leon and his wife. They're into it. The sweating, though. You know? So that's how you get. You know, see that's the deal. That's why people should watch out what they're doing when they're doing it. Like, don't be doing stuff like that. Like, well, I'm really into it when Leon sweats. You know. Then all of a sudden it becomes this issue. Like, well, I really can't get off unless my husband Leon's sweating. So now we're doing it in the sauna. That's how it is. I thought about this. This is true. I'm going to tell you something about myself. This is true. There was this woman, I can't say who her name is because she is well known. She's well known in the sports world. She has a prosthetic leg. And so anyway, I would run into her all the time, and I liked her, and she was real cute. I shouldn't tell this story. Well, let me just say this. Like, what if, like, we it looked like we were gonna, like, hang out, and then I did think, like, well, what if, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, I'm only doing, see where I'm going with that? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. The thought, I'm just saying the thought crossed my mind. That isn't why it didn't go anywhere. I mean, it was more of a problem with living in a different, living in 2 places in the country. Because, like, you can be in New York City, and if you're dating somebody in Harlem, it's a nightmare. If you're in Brooklyn and she's in, that's an hour and a half. How is that ever going to work? You're going to be in Brooklyn. Long distance shit doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Here, fuck, eat that. So as I remember, that was sort of like, for me, it was just like, do you want to hang out with somebody that, like, she's cute. She's a very cute woman. Really didn't. I didn't think that I'd get into it. I think that was somebody else said that. I'm gonna blame it on a friend of mine. And this is, I remember who it was and how they said it. They said, yeah, she's cute, but you might end up, they said, yeah, she's cute, but you might end up being a stump. That's what they said. That wasn't me. Could be true, though. It might have been intoxicating, I don't know. Everybody has types. I have come to the realization that I do have a type. I do. Where for years, this is the truth. For years I said, no, I don't really have a type. I don't really have a type. There's no type. My type is like attractive. That's my type. Well, that's true. I wasn't lying. But I do think that I have a type. Definitely. I think everybody has a type. It's just a self-observation that I more than likely do have a type, I think. And it wouldn't have anything to do with the person having a leg or not having a leg. That is the truth. And that wouldn't bother me. That really wouldn't bother me. That kind of stuff is just sort of like, what is that comparable to? Those things that when you're in a relationship with somebody that might bother you at first, or you might notice, like the person has some kind of quirky thing. Those are the things that you end up probably loving the most, or missing the most. Like that quirkiness, or whatever it is about the person that just makes them an individual, makes them totally individual, unlike anybody else. You know, like a person that doesn't have a life. They've gone through shit that, you know, somebody else hasn't. So because they've had that experience, you know, they have a totally different outlook on life. You know, which can that can be great stuff. Like, it's cliche sort of to say, well, tragedy in your life. Like, how do they say that when it's regards to artists? Like, artists have to experience pain or something. That's cliche. That's cliche crap. As an artist that's you know struggled, that's definitely crap. You know, nobody needs to have crap in their life like that. You know, you don't need to have pain to experience life. But I will say this: everybody does. Everybody does. Unless you're a total narcissist, there's no way not to experience pain and have. Like, life seems like it's, do you eat, dude? Life's like one big, like it's one tragedy after the other sometimes, so life is mostly down, and you just wait for those high moments in your life. So you hang on. You hang on. Like the chick that I knew that didn't have a leg, like there was something about her that like she had this tragedy in her life, but she was a survivor. She's a definite survivor. She had like this really like attitude. Like every time I would see her, it just made me feel good to talk to her. You know, I was like talking to her. Like it's like she always had some positive spin about something. You know, an amazing woman. She's an amazing woman. She's still doing pretty good because I sort of know where she is because. I don't talk to her anymore, but I've seen her on TV not too long ago. She's doing good, but she isn't a surprise because she just has a good outlook on life, and that's not always easy because life can be difficult. But you don't need to have like I don't know. It just life is what it is, sort of. And it's not always easy. I remember thinking about her. She sort of gave me a lot of like I have a bad hip, and I've always thought like about my bad hip, like it could always be worse. It could always be more difficult. Like, sure, I got pain daily, but like it could always be more difficult. Everybody should always think of it like that. Like, you're always gonna have these things in your life that, like, it'd be like, is that fair? Yeah, it is fair. It is fair, because you gotta have shit in your life. But like, it always could be more difficult. Like, I'm lucky I have a leg. You know? I'm lucky I got the fucking leg. What if I didn't have a leg? Well, if I didn't, you know, think about what was it, the Blade Runner? The dude from South Africa? It's in jail now? He was fast. He was fast on his blades, but he was a dick. You know, that guy was terrible. Terrible human being. He was a dick. I can't even remember his name. He's a horrible human, though. I'm making a judgment on him for obvious reasons. Bucket, is that good? What are you doing, dude? I hear you. That is true about sex, though. I think that that's true. The people that do like this sort of extreme stuff, like it ends up being not extreme enough. Like seriously, like if I'm not saying that Leon and his wife are into the sweat thing, but if they are, it might really like kind of cascade into the sauna or whatever. I don't know. Like, let's just spray you off with a mister so you could be all sweaty. You know, it just, I know that from friends of mine. They like, I didn't think about this one friend of mine. He says he's not a sex addict. He says he's not. I say he is. He says, no, dude, I'm just normal. That's what he says to me. No, dude, I'm just normal. And, is he really? You know, I guess sexuality is like, you know, to each his own or whatever, but seems pretty extreme. But, well, yeah, it is extreme, because now I'm thinking like, yeah, he hasn't always been faithful either, so it's pretty extreme. But, you know, that's a dude. I went over to his house, and then his tub in the bathtub of like devices and soapy water. I'm like, what the hell is this? He's just laughing. Thinks it's hysterical, you know. I didn't know what a butt plug was. I said, what's this? He goes, it's a butt plug. I said, dude, he says he's straight. I don't know, you know, he's living with a woman. But he's, you know, it's just disturbing. You know, I'm all vanilla. I'm a vanilla dude, pretty much. And it's like, I asked him, I said, like, what do you do? What do you do with that? You stick it up her butt or whatever? And he said, no. She sticks it up mine and then blows me. And he's laughing. So I don't know. I assume that's what he does. I guess. I don't know. He was laughing about it though, so I don't really know. But I think that it's a situation where, like, if you're getting like a high, listen, sex is a high, definitely. It's definitely a high. But, you know, if you just, you know, if it's not enough and it's not enough, so that's where I think my friend, like, it just became like not enough. But he's sort of like, well, he's got an addictive deal going. But so do I. But I don't see myself as being like that. I'm making a judgment call on my friend. You know. It's like never enough. He reminds me of Babe Ruth in a way. Babe Ruth was like that. Definitely. Babe Ruth was this guy that could eat a lot, drink a lot, had sex a lot. That's my friend. That is definitely my friend. Like, there's never enough. there's never enough for this dude. You know, like it can't just be like, I don't know. I'm old-fashioned, I guess. I'm a bore. I have female friends too, like they tell me shit, and I'm like, really? Like, you want to be choked? Like, get out of here. One of them I slept with, and she didn't ask me to do that because I think she knew that I'd be like flipped out maybe. She'd be like, what? You want me to what? No, I don't want to do that. I know that there's people listening. I bet there's chicks listening right now that are like, yeah, I like that. Don't ask me to do it because I'll be flipped out. Or I have a friend. He was with a woman. She said she wanted him to do that, and I said, well, what did you do? He said, I just did it real half-ass. That's what he said. I was cracking up. I was like, yeah, that's probably a smart move. That would probably be my, what I would do. Let's do a real half-ass. I did that once in Kansas City. This woman said, bite me. I was all just a pup then. So I bit her and it wasn't hard enough, and she said, bite me harder. Yeah. That's what she said. It's outrageous. Hang on here. Hang on, gotta see something. I'll be right back, stay. Oh, that was an important. That was somebody commenting on my inability to spell proper. Like, you know how one word, like if one word, like two words put together can be one word and it's proper, but if you spell it out as like two words, it means two different things. He was commenting on that, where it is totally just a oversight on my part because I had like a GED, and some of that stuff, I'm dyslexic too, so a lot of that shit just slips by me. So it's not even subliminal, you know, subliminal's not the right word, but it isn't a unconscious thing. You know, it's not even. It's just sheer. I'm terrible at spelling. I'm terrible at grammar, and I'll just like, I won't even notice. I might know the difference, but like my eye will not pick up on the mistake. Well, I'm gonna go change this on Facebook because it's not supposed to be like that. So he pointed it out laughing, right? So I do crap like that just constantly. I am just not. I can write real good, but what I can't do is, like if I wrote a book, I'd have to have somebody going over it for sure, several people. Yeah, I got to change that. I don't, you know, that's like on the internet, like checking somebody's spelling and stuff. It's just like, it's sort of bullshit. But in this case, I am going to change it because I don't want somebody to think the wrong thing. No, did I spell it right? No, I didn't spell it right. But it's the feint. Okay. I did it right. Hang on. That's fine. Okay. I forgot what I was babbling about, some BS, I'm sure. I gotta deal with the dogs real quick. I'll be right back. Let me make sure of something. All right. I had to make sure it's on airplane mode. Hang on. Brew? Look at this board. This is beautiful. Look at this thing. Look at how beautiful that wood is. I'm gonna turn this into a shelf. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. Somewhere. Maybe it'll be 2 shelves over there. I don't know. I'm gonna put it out here, out of the way. What's up, Ange? Nothing, Kane. I'm right here. People are ridiculous. Seriously. Put this perlite. You should go somewhere. I don't know if it's duck crumble. Put this in the food pantry in case I need it. Perlite's weird shit. I had a feeling you're not supposed to breathe it in. I think it's a rock. I'm gonna tape this up if I can. Here, yeah. Electrical tape. I'm sweating, man. Speaking of sweating, I'm sweating. Oh my God, I'm turning into my dad or Leon. I'm wearing this though. Take this off, but I you know, I don't have a shirt on. I only do that on special occasions when it's like above 80. If it's not above 80, I'll go put a t-shirt on. Um, no, I mean, I'm using. Okay, maybe it's on the porch. This stuff, as a sweeping compound, works really, really good. Seriously, I recommend it highly on wood floor. I got to deal with Harley. Hang on, I'm not gonna listen to this bullshit. Hang on. That's what I'm telling you. This works as a sweeping compound. It works real good. Wood floors, concrete, stone. It's for carpet, but it does. It works real good. Sure, everybody's like, oh yeah, that's fascinating, Peter. Thank you for sharing. You use the 4-9 carpet cleaner on your wood floor, your crappy wood floor, as a sweeping compound. Does work. Works real good. I was shocked. I was shocked how well it works. It does. It works very, very good. It's like all the dirt sort of attaches to it, and then you can really, really sweep it up well. Just like a sweeping compound, very similar. I don't know how it works on carpet because I've never used it on carpet. It's really fascinating shit, isn't it? What else was I talking about? Nothing, I guess. There's a babbling about shit. My disdain for this woman, or I don't even know if it was a woman. I just think that it was a woman. Alerting Leon Lush that he should be like a social justice warrior or something. It's fucking moronic. It is. It's moronic. It's big news. I don't know if this would work on like a floor that was finished out. It had polyurethane on it or something. It might not work so good. It might not need it actually. But this kind of floor. Shut up, whoever. This kind of floor looks great. Yeah, I was outraged seeing that. But I was even more outraged with the friend, the so-called friend, who wanted to spit venom at me about, I don't know really what. You know? I don't know, she feels like she has a right to or something, and she doesn't. There's been nothing but trouble from that woman, like, God, you can't, you know, it's been a friend thing for years, and it's like, I don't know, maybe she thinks it's something else. I don't know what to think. I'm gonna take these down. This doesn't need to be up. What's up, Solar? How you doing, son? Yeah, Leon, he says he's got a pigeon son. You got a good video on that. You can't have a pigeon that's a son. It's outrageous. Come on. Did I break it? No, I did not. Give me this bullshit. Let's throw this away. I bought this thinking that it had watercolors in it. It doesn't. It's just some kind of palette for watercolors. What a scam. Don't make it look like that. You know. Let's hide this in here. Sweep this up. That was a bunch of hair and stuff. That was like hair from a Bigfoot. Looks like a Bigfoot was in here. It's like false outrage from this woman. It must be. Is that the correct term? There's another term for that. I'm trying to. It slips my mind. It's like it's not real. It can't be. It would have to be an idiot. Well, that could be. All this shit going on in the world, and this woman's outraged about that. And there's nothing to be outraged about. She should be outraged at what happened in the last 4 years, but no, she's not outraged about that. She's outraged about growing a garden. That's outrageous to me. People would do that to me, sort of, for years ago. Like, they'd want me to do videos on dog trainers that they thought, like, were morally bankrupt or incompetent. Like I was some kind of trained pit bull. That's what I was supposed to do. I found that, like, doing videos like that are fucking boring, right, and negative. That's what I think. I don't know. mean, it's sort of easy. It's easy, definitely. It's definitely harder to put out like edited content, original content. It's easier to use somebody else's and do like a review. I'm not totally against it, but I'd much rather make filmish looking stuff. You know, that's what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, where's that thing about? Yeah, see, the floor looks better already. Stuff really works. Here it is. Hi, Solar. Solar Tin. It's my son, the pigeon son. If Leon lived in the area, seriously, I'd give him a call and say like, hey dude, you wanna just go meet at the park? You bring your son, I'll bring my son, and we can hang out. My son would probably be, I don't know, flying around showing off though. Eating stuff off the ground, but Leon's kid might eat stuff off the ground too. I know I did when I was a kid. My son would be better at eating stuff off the ground. That's for sure. Okay, much better. Yeah, this room looks a lot better. I used to goose hunt in this hat. I did. It's like a, maybe an Amish guy's hat, but this is like a Orthodox Jewish guy's hat. It worked real good. It's wool, so it's actually warm. Also, it has a huge brim on it, so when it rained, it sort of keep me dry. Now it's all screwed up, and I might be able to take it to the cleaners. I don't know. I sprayed some spray mount on it, some spray adhesive. Trying to get it off. All right, now this room. Correct? I believe so. This is a cold steel throwing knife. It throws fairly well. I don't know if they make these anymore, but it is. It's balanced real nice. It is. It's balanced real good. So it's sort of easy to throw. They work good as a utility knife too. Like I use this with a hammer, but I mean it really is a throwing knife. It'll throw and stick fairly well. Cold Steel makes good products. They're not as good of products as they used to be. Now they have some products where the steel isn't as high grade. That thing that I cut the raw diet up with, that battle axe, man, that is a great product for doing that. If you have a dog and you want to feed them raw diet, it's a puppy and you want to bust up the meat, use that. Get one of those on eBay or something. I recommend it highly. That's just filthy, you know? Let's wipe this off a little bit. Hang on. Let me go to the car. I got some fantastic in the car I want. Stay here, Banish. I'm working on something. Evidently, I brought it in. False outrage. That's what the woman had. It was like false outrage. It must be. It can't even be real, can it? This is it. No, this is so outrageous. That woman, Colleen, I don't even know if she was a real person. Well, she was a real troll. She was outraged too. As if I was the one fucking with her, you know? How dare you? I got the hummingbird feeders up. I haven't seen any. I saw a hummingbird yesterday. I made the syrup instead of like buying the concentrate. They're here. I just haven't been looking at them. I've been too busy with shit. Wanted to get that room more done. It is more done. It's more done than it's ever been. Can't wait to start working on the house outside. That's when I sort of got the inside more worked out. I might put a roof on it this fall, maybe. I hate getting on the roof. I hate doing that. I don't mind heights if I have water, if I have water beneath me. But I fell off a cliff when I was a kid, so I'm sort of flipped out, and I will do it because I have to. I will put the roof on, but I don't want to. I definitely do not want to. But you do what you got to do. Nobody's gonna do it for me, you know. My kid Solarton's not gonna do it. He don't even have thumbs. No, see, we should swap this first, but there's no time like the present. Look at this knife is way over here. Why? This is one of those knives that I was going to throw this thing away. And then now I'm finding it. It's way over here. It's like a, how do I explain this? It's sort of been like a Easter egg hunt, like finding shit that I didn't expect would even be here. It's real weird that it would be over here. I don't know why it is over here. Found another one out there by the dogs. I don't know if that knife was used to cut that bag of bird food open yet. I don't really know why that guitar was back there. I don't know my violin stuff is where it is. Peach. Right, knocking this shit out. Man, I mean, it's not spotless by any means, but no, I hit this kitchen. I'll bring you all in here. I gotta do these dishes. I need to take a bath. Is what I need to do. Never understand in a million years. I think I'll take a slight break, eat some cherries with you all, because I love you all so much. Here's another cold steel throwing knife. I'm telling you, if you can find these online, they do not make them anymore. If you want to learn how to throw a knife, this is your best bet. These things are just they're really great. Yeah, they're really great. They weren't super cheap, but they weren't real expensive. I don't know what you can find them for online. If you even want to do that activity. I don't even know why I wanted to do that activity, but I did. It was something to do. I don't know. I did that when I was a kid too. I would use this like kitchen knife, and I'd use I think there was I started doing it. There was a box because the washing machine was delivered. So I'd take the kitchen knife and I'd be about 10 feet away and I'd try and chuck it in. So I figured out how to do it like that. That's like when people are telling me how to play the guitar. I'm like, just shut up. I don't need to know what a fucking chord is or whatever. I'll learn how to do it. It's that simple. Like I'll teach myself, I'll figure it out. Not everything I figured out on my own. Dog training I learned from my dad. Hey, dude, shut up. I gotta take chicken out because I didn't take chicken out. The dogs won't have anything to eat. So, let's start complaining. I'll put it in the bathtub in about an hour. Just started going. I'm taking a slight break. Be quiet with that BS. There's no reason for you to be doing that, Billy.
What the fuck are you sassing me about? Shut your mouth, man. You're not going out there with him.
It's one of my dogs that's gay. His boyfriend's out there. I'm pretty sure Billy's gay. I love him, man. I love the crap out of that dog. He's always playing grab ass with Brewster. Brewster's into it to a point. And then Brewster doesn't like it anymore. Brew's fixed. Billy's not. So, Billy's sort of dominant. His gay buddy. What in the world? Why'd you do that? That sucks. Alright, that'll work. At Wegmans, these tart cherries. Oh my god. I'd say they're to die for, but your country's to die for, your family's to die for, but they're real good. Oh, I'll tell them. I don't think they know. Was it Gay Pride Month? I didn't know that. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. It was always a big deal when I worked at the Cowgirl. Cowgirl Hall of Fame's in the village. Well, a big night, would make a lot of money. Not in my area. Not in Beaver Dams. I put one on top. People didn't even know what it was. Okay. I'd still put up a flag to support, but there's nobody. I don't even know what it was. I'd hate to be like a gay kid and growing up in this area. God, what are you doing? You're the only straight person on the street, really? I used to see no overtly gay people. No, I'm in Beaver Dams. There's gonna be somebody around here, but not really raising their hand. No. In Brooklyn? Yeah. Yeah? No. I just assumed. Here. I assume if you were gay, if you're a kid and gay, you'd probably keep your mouth shut. It's weird. Yeah, you're an idiot, dude. Somebody fill me in, as I'm right here. Gee, how old are you? What are you on? 8th grade? These things, if you have a Wegmans, I'm telling you, this stuff, these, oh my God. So good. Oh, they're great. Yeah, hate and Ashberry. Is that a hummingbird? No. I will. I haven't heard from my buddy. Yeah, it's food. Right bucket? It's raw diet. I'm not sure where she is right now. She's somewhere. I mean, it's all guess. It's all. I'm guessing right now. Let me see if she's responding. I think she's driving. Hang on. I mean, I know she's driving, but hang on. Let me check. Let me see if she's responded. No response. You tried what? No, it's a child. You can't report somebody for diapers. That don't waste YouTube's time. It's not. It's just childish. It's not reportable. It's not reportable. Well, it's just not reportable. I agree. It's childish. It's like being rude. Like, you could be rude on YouTube, but don't waste your time reporting that. That's not against the guidelines. You can be rude. You know, these people are just moronic. But it's not really reportable. All we can do is, like, you know, hide the comment. sexually explicit material being written, not really reportable. It's, you know, I don't know. Seems sort of like a waste of time. Hang on. Man, those are good. God, I can't wait to do video. Yeah, it's not. A diaper's just stupid. Well, stop motion videos, you know, be careful. No, she could be a troll. Don't even talk about kids on here. Man, these things are good. I'm really looking forward to working with the poodle. No, don't jump on me with your claws. Do not. What are you doing, man? Get off me. What do you want, bucket? No, there's nothing up there for you. Don't do it. There's nothing up there. What do you want? You want... I gave you food. You just ate, dude. One or two. I know it's a dog. Get out of here, Buck. You're bothering me, man. Hang on. I'm gonna have one more. It's not a positive. Who's that? Oh, hell. I'm gonna light a candle over here, I think. Yeah, one of my Yankee candles. They're absolutely an awesome brand of candle. Friends of Kathy Lee Gifford and Frank Gifford, who passed away. The candle people who make awesome freaking candles. Yeah, they're a quality product. That's what it's all about, making a quality product. You guys, your shit's not gonna be ready for a while, so be quiet. I'm gonna have to put the chicken in the bathtub. Got some of that candle smoke in my lungs. I bet she's at the top of Georgia right now. That's my guess. Nah, no, she's still in Georgia, I bet. I bet she's still in Georgia. That's a guess. That is a total guess. Fuck! Just realized something. So awesome. It is. It's so awesome. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I guess I'll move you guys. Unbelievable. I ordered Khakis outdoor pen the other night. Or, it'll show up here soon. I was going to put rock in the bottom, and now I'm changing it to a rubber mat. So I saw a big rubber mat at Tractor Supply. So, Bucket, come on, man. What are you doing? My iPhone 8, my old one, is missing. That's real weird. I don't know where that thing would have gone. So, one of those things, huh? The old iPhone. Here it is. No, that's not. That's the 6. That's rather... what are we gonna do? Who's in here? Need this. I don't know why this bothers me that it's missing, but it does. Disturbing. I've been looking for that thing for days. What's this? Put this in here. Glad I got this. I need bass. Great. Bass guitar now. Huh. Really? That's disturbing too. Here, a check from Travis Donarda. Huh. I wonder if that's worth anything. Well, that is weird. Let's take this shit back out. Hey, look at that. Who's that? Look at that. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Right? So. It was me with my brother and my grandma. It's me and my brother, dressed as twins, 22 months apart. That would be I. It's me, my brother, and my mom. Who says it's me? I don't believe it. This is the day my brother got ordained. That is. I must have been 22, something like that. And here's me at my grandmother's with my friend Chris. I don't know what that's about. Let me take this out one more time, because that's sort of sucky. But let's see. Some sketches I did. Oh, here's this. I was looking for this. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Bunch of paintings, watercolors. Just one more time. And I'm looking for a couple of things. I don't know what that is. Is that there? Well, I guess. That is it. There you go. Yeah, looks like it, huh? That's weird. Alright, we'll put this back. Using crying over spilled milk. Just fill this topical about this shit as I can. Okay, isn't there a bottom to this? Yeah, I think there is. Let's see if we can fix this real quick. I think the bottom's that thing. Oh, that's it. 1, 2. Okay, that makes sense. Where in the world is that? It's somewhere here. I know it is. Hang on. Let's send this. It's sad, but it's also the truth. One of those things. I get it. I don't understand. I like it. That's it. All right. Slide this in. Glue this, but I'm not going to. Find an envelope. Some story back to someone. Should have known it. What in the world? This would have been my handiwork. There's no way. Look at a freaking hammer. Who's that in the hallway? Is that Ram? Way. Sort of. Yeah, sure. Hey, glue. That's right there. This isn't finding that phone. Nor is it in the kitchen clean, but it is alive. Tonka, weren't you just out? What I need a little piece of wood. Banjo? What's up, Mag? No, that's not gonna work. Yes. Ah. Well, good. What do I say? Hang on. There we go. All right. A little bit more glue. God, what a, just thinking about that person that was right in the person that I know. How screwed up. Yeah, I just think she's screwed up, but you know, it's just like venom. That person I'm talking about, she seems like the kind of person that would do revenge porn. Seriously. She don't have it, but I'm just saying that there's a certain personality type. That's that person. You know. Like slash and burn attitude or something. I mean, I've known that woman for so long. The whole time I've known her, too, the last probably 25 years. She's always been like that, too. usually there was like a lot of drinking involved when she gets into a state like that. That's just, she once told me, yeah, I go, God, what was the term? It was almost like an indication that she was bipolar or something. Can't remember what she said. Doesn't matter. We all don't know who I'm talking about, so just a screwed up person. They're a dime a dozen. Everybody's screwed up in some way, one way or another. Let's see, put this back in here, and put this back in here. I'm gonna need this soon. Bass works with it. I know the microphone works with it because I use the microphone. See if it's in here. I did not see it. I think I already looked at it. Let's see it there either. It's disturbing that my iPhone 8 is gone. I'll find it. What the fuck? I will find it. It's not really a usable camera though. That's the thing. It's not. It's more like a joke. It's really horrible. It's not really that big of a deal. It's not that disturbing. The thing that I want to use it for, it's just like, it's not appropriate. You know what I need to do? I need to get a good camera, and then I can use the 12 as a secondary camera. That's the idea. I'm gonna light this candle over here, and then I'm gonna move everybody in, and I'll do some dishes and really entertain everyone. Here's the candle. Let me light it. Robins. Hi, Rob. Oh, he's courting the female. Oh, there you go. Let's see what he's doing. I wonder where their nest is. Okay, let's move this in here. Maybe I'll think about that. I'm gonna do some dishes. Some of these left a long time ago. So I put it off because I just didn't want to do it. I didn't. I didn't want to deal with it. It's like, it's a bad vibe. So I left him. That's not gonna get shit done, so. Now, we'll clean them. Let's see that. See who's outside. What's your problem?
No, Billy. Billy. God damn it, man, get in the cage, man. God damn, dude. What are you doing over there for? Leave me alone. Billy. No, it's not ready.
It's not ready. I'll be ready in a little bit. Let me do this. Fucking Billy. Going over and seeing his buddy. I'm all for it, but not when I'm doing shit. I do love the crap out of that dog, though. It's obnoxious. Both of them are obnoxious. Okay, let's clean out the crock pot. Remove this. Remove my milk roots sculpture. Back to where I had it. I didn't want to get paint on it. I like it sitting there with the hat next to it. I like the hat on too. It's a tough call. I bought it with the hat on, but I might do both. Oops, that's hot. Where's the other part of the crock pot? There it is. Where's the lid? There it is. You cannot immerse this. It's true. You can certainly do this. Filthy. Can't believe I'm washing this out. I never do stuff like this. Not big on cleaning. I'm not. I got shit to do, but I guess right now I got this to do. Alright. My heart's just started beating real fast. Well, that means I got stage fright. I don't think so. So I don't have stage fright. These things are at the price where you could just throw it out and get another one. Seriously, a crock pot, I don't know what those cost, $3 or something. Blenders are $2.50. They're not real expensive. Definitely makes sense because it's nothing. It isn't. It really isn't anything. It's like a light bulb. How'd this get burnt? Maybe it should be thrown out. I bet I know how it got burned. It sort of melted. I know how that happened. I think it's still good though. That's because I don't own a stove. I had I've been cooking with whatever, a doohickey, you know? Or like the camp stove. The lid. I just get another one. We'll see if it works. I'm pretty sure it works. The toaster's in the same condition. It got burnt a little bit. Same way. The hot plate thing. I want to get a stove. I had one order, then I didn't order it. Now I got to order it again. But it's like I'm getting stuff done, you know, in the order of like its importance. I don't really need the stove right now. We do need the stove though. And we're going to do cooking with cane videos, so we definitely need the stove. I'm not saying that, you know, listen, cooking with the camp stove gives it that certain ambiance for sure. Or cooking with the hot plate, I mean, what's better? Gas stove. For sure. Electric sucks. Cooking with electric. And all the electric hot plates, man, they have like this safety mechanism because they are sort of dangerous. I mean, look, it burned the crock pot. If you're not careful with it, you know. I was a fireman in the Navy. I'm paranoid about that shit. I don't want to light candles just for the sake of lighting candles. You know, that's not. But I'm not gonna tell somebody not to. If you like candles. But I do. I like candles. That's right. No Yankee candles. So doesn't make any sense in talking that way, does it? Wish I had a dryer though. So what's more important, a dryer or a stove? A stove. A stove is real important. It is. It's very, very important. Okay, what's this? Where's the? There it is. You know, I'm considering making coffee, but like coffee milk. Maybe like some coffee milk, right? And then put some chocolate in it, like hot chocolate, coffee flavored hot chocolate. I think I might. What's up, Peach? Just knocking it out. Slowly but surely. Oh my God! I just thought about something. Where is it? Maybe I'll do that. I'll make a little coffee now. Why not, right? Like coffee milk or chocolate coffee milk. So I could heat up the almond milk, put the almond milk in the fridge. No, leave water. Hang on, I'll be right back. I want to put on some Roy Orbison. It'll probably screw up my my live stream, but whatever. I'll put it in the background. Put it. Nobody can hear it. That before I was enough away. Maybe YouTube will pick up on it. But if they do, I don't really care. I'll just whatever. Oh, maybe I'll tell you what. Let's close this out. Let's close this out because I'm hours into this. Right? I'll close this out. I'm gonna start a new live stream. Good day to you all. Who put up a link?